Welcome to Macro Money Talk, where we explore the wild hypothetical scenario of receiving $1 billion this very early morning. Imagine waking up at exactly 6:47 in the morning to find $1 billion deposited directly into your bank account. You rub your tired eyes and stare at the screen, trying to comprehend the 10 figures staring back at you right now. There is a catch to this fortune because you must spend every single penny within 24 hours or lose it all. The clock starts ticking immediately, forcing you to make rapid decisions before this incredible opportunity vanishes into thin air forever today. Your heart races with a mix of panic and excitement as you realize the immense challenge that lies ahead of you. Your first instinct is impulsive, and so you open every food delivery app and order the most expensive breakfast items available locally. Within 30 minutes, your driveway is completely blocked by an army of delivery drivers dropping off enough food for a village. You realize that spending a few $1,000s on premium breakfast barely scratches the surface of your massive $1 billion fortune. You decide to hire a professional personal shopper to help you navigate the world of luxury goods and expedite the process. You walk into the local Apple store and tell the manager you want to buy every single device in the inventory. Staff members scramble to pack hundreds of laptops and phones, but the total bill is still disappointingly low for your goal. Next stop is the gaming store, where you clear out their stock of consoles and high-performance computers for a gaming room. You order a custom installation of a massive video wall made of the most expensive 8K televisions money can buy today. You decide your current home is too small for this lifestyle, so you rent the most expensive presidential suite in town. The suite costs $50,000 a night, offering breathtaking views and amenities that are fit for royalty and world leaders alike. You raid the designer boutiques, buying suits and dresses from Gucci and Louis Vuitton without even looking at the price tags. Accessories are next, adding layers of gold and diamonds to your look, trying to physically wear as much wealth as possible. You pause to check your bank balance and feel a wave of shock because the number has barely moved down at all. Despite your frantic morning shopping spree, you have spent less than 1/4% of your total $1 billion. Small consumer goods will never deplete this account, so you realize you must shift your focus to high-value luxury assets immediately. You rush to the most exclusive car dealership in the city, ready to drop millions on mechanical masterpieces of engineering. You start by purchasing a fleet of Mercedes G-Wagons for yourself and your friends, paying cash on the spot instantly. Next, you add several Ferraris to your collection, choosing the most expensive models with every possible custom option available to order. You spot a Bugatti Chiron in the back and purchase it immediately, dropping several $1 million in a single transaction. For utility and style, you clear out their inventory of Cybertrucks, fascinated by their unique design and futuristic appeal on the road. Leaving the cars, you head to a watch boutique and sweep entire trays of Rolexes and Hublots into your shopping bag. You manage to secure a Patek Philippe Grandmaster chime, one of the most complex and expensive watches ever made by man. You add a Richard Mille to the collection, appreciating how these tiny machines can cost more than most luxury family homes. Driving your new Bugatti, You realize you are still moving too slowly in your quest to spend this massive fortune. You arrive at a private airfield where the ultimate symbol of wealth awaits your purchase to help drain your bank account. You decide to buy a Gulfstream G700 private jet, a transaction that instantly removes $78 million from your balance. The interior is exquisite, featuring handcrafted leather seats and a private bedroom that makes travel feel like a five-star hotel stay. Signing the check feels surreal, as you have just spent more money in 1 second than most people earn in lifetimes. With the jet acquired, you order the pilot to set a course for Dubai, the playground of the world's ultra-wealthy elite. You sip vintage champagne at 40,000 feet, planning your next moves to conquer the real estate market in the Middle East. Touching down in Dubai, you are greeted by the heat and the spectacular skyline that promises endless opportunities for massive spending. A real estate agent meets you on the tarmac, ready to show you the most expensive properties available in the city. You ascend to the clouds in a high-speed elevator, heading straight for the penthouse suite of the world's tallest building. You purchase the penthouse immediately, securing a prime piece of real estate that offers the best view on the entire planet. Standing on your new balcony, you feel like a titan of industry. But the clock reminds you that work remains undone. You rush to an exclusive art auction, knowing that fine art is one of the fastest ways to move millions quickly. You engage in a bidding war, raising your paddle relentlessly until you secure every major piece available in the catalogue. You win a genuine Picasso painting, adding a cultural treasure to your assets and deducting another 100 million from your account. You also snap up a rare Banksy piece, appreciating the irony of spending a fortune on art that often criticizes capitalism. To celebrate your acquisitions, you order an instant mega party at your new penthouse, sparing no expense for entertainment and decor. The guest list includes celebrities and influencers, all flying in to witness the most extravagant party Dubai has ever seen. You pay millions to have top-tier artists like Drake perform a private concert for you and your guests in the living room. The crowd goes wild as the music drops, creating a legendary atmosphere that money can buy, but memories truly make priceless. Rivers of the finest vintage champagne flow freely, costing more per bottle than most people earn in an entire year. You commission a private fireworks display right off your balcony, lighting up the Dubai night sky in a spectacle of color. Amidst the celebration, you check your phone and panic sets in because you still have hundreds of millions left to spend. The party and luxury goods were fun, but they haven't made a big enough dent in your massive billion-dollar fortune. You realize you need to scale up your operations significantly, moving from personal luxury items to massive global business acquisitions. You decide to start buying real estate on every single continent, turning your spending spree into a global property conquest. You get on the phone with international brokers, instructing them to close deals immediately, regardless of the asking price listed. You purchase a private island in the Caribbean, a tropical paradise that serves as a perfect secluded getaway for the future. In Europe, you acquire a historic castle, buying not just the stones and land, but a piece of history itself. You snap up a commercial skyscraper in New York City, adding a crown jewel of real estate to your growing portfolio. A historic mansion in London is next on the list, securing a prestigious address in one of the world's capitals. You expand to Asia by purchasing a high-tech residential complex in Tokyo, embracing the future of urban living and design. Deciding that sports are a good investment, you spend $100 million to acquire a struggling European football team. You now own the stadium, the players, and the brand, giving you the power to influence the world of sports. You immediately authorize budget increases for player transfers, ensuring your new team will have the best talent money can buy. Shifting to healthcare, you purchase a private hospital, aiming to upgrade its facilities to the highest world-class standards. You order the immediate installation of cutting-edge medical technology, ensuring that your hospital offers the best care possible to patients. To control the narrative, you buy a media company, giving you a platform to influence public opinion and share stories. Standing in the control room, you watch the screens and realize the immense power that comes with owning information channels. You check your progress and see that you have successfully spent $784 million so far today. However, over $200 million remain, and the sun will be rising soon, signaling the end of your time. You pace around the room, feeling the exhaustion of decision fatigue and the sheer difficulty of spending such vast sums. You start brainstorming wild ideas like private infrastructure projects, looking for anything that requires massive capital investment immediately. You pour money into renewable energy, funding massive solar farms that will generate power and revenue for decades to come. You act as a super angel investor, funding dozens of tech startups instantly, hoping one might be the next unicorn. You find a super yacht available for immediate purchase, a floating palace that commands a price tag of over $100 million. The yacht comes equipped with a cinema, multiple pools and a helipad, ensuring you can travel the oceans in style. Naturally, you buy a brand new helicopter to park on the deck, because a helipad without a helicopter is useless. You also add a personal submarine to the yacht's inventory, allowing for deep-sea exploration whenever you feel adventurous. You prepay the salaries for a full crew for the next 10 years, ensuring your vessel is always ready. You look at the list of everything you have bought: the cars, the houses, the jet, and the massive yacht. Despite owning everything a person could dream of, you start to feel a strange sense of emptiness inside you. The sky begins to turn purple and orange as dawn approaches, signaling that your 24-hour window is closing fast. You still have a significant chunk of change left, and buying more toys for yourself just doesn't feel right anymore. You look out the window and see the world waking up, realizing there are people who need this money more. A shift occurs in your mindset as you decide to dedicate the remaining millions to helping others and changing lives. You log onto a student debt relief portal, ready to liberate thousands of young people from the burden of loans. With a single click, you pay off the student loans for thousands of graduates, giving them a fresh start. Imagine the collective sigh of relief and the tears of joy as thousands of people wake up to debt-free lives. Next, you direct funds to build fresh water wells in drought-stricken regions of Africa, solving a basic human need. Construction crews are dispatched immediately, ensuring that clean, safe drinking water will be available to remote villages very soon. Seeing the water flow and the children playing brings us satisfaction that no sports car or private jet could ever provide. You move on to medical debt, purchasing and abolishing the outstanding bills for 25,000 struggling families across the country. The weight of crippling medical debt is lifted from their shoulders, allowing them to focus on health rather than money. You establish a perpetual scholarship fund to ensure that talented children from poor backgrounds can access the best education. New schools begin construction in underserved communities, promising a brighter future for the next generation of leaders and thinkers. You organize massive shipments of food and medicine to areas affected by recent natural disasters, providing immediate life-saving relief. Your money translates directly into meals and medicine, saving lives and providing hope where it is needed the most. You also fund environmental initiatives, paying for ocean cleanup operations and the planting of millions of trees worldwide. These environmental investments ensure that your legacy will breathe life into the planet long after the money is gone. The numbers on your screen plummet rapidly as you frantically sign off on donation after donation to worthy causes. With seconds to spare, you transfer the final remaining dollars to a local orphanage, emptying the account completely. The timer hits 0, just as your balance hits 0, meaning you have successfully completed the 24-hour challenge. You lean back in your chair, exhausted but exhilarated, watching the sun rise over a world you helped change. You think back to the fast cars and the luxury penthouse, and while they were fun, they feel hollow. Then you think about the clean water, the debt-free students, and the saved lives, and you feel true joy. You realize that spending money on yourself has a limit, and eventually it stops bringing you any real happiness. The true power of wealth lies not in what you can buy, but in the impact you can create. Walking out onto your balcony, you feel lighter than you did when you had $1 billion in the bank. You see a school bus drive by and smile, knowing that you played a part in securing their future. You look at the expensive watch on your wrist and realize it tells the same time as a cheap one. You take it off and set it down, realizing that status symbols are meaningless compared to the legacy of giving. The city wakes up around you, unaware of the massive economic shift that just occurred over the last 24 hours. We learned today that the ultimate flex isn't a Bugatti or a yacht, but the ability to help others. From $1 billion down to 0, we traveled from selfish indulgence to selfless giving in just one single day. Thank you for watching this journey on Macro Money Talk. Subscribe now for more financial thought experiments and luxury lifestyle content.